Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and click on all so you can be up to date with my channel. The first book of Samuel, chapters 5 verses 1 to 12. Chapter 6 verses 1 to 21:1. Now the Philistines had taken God's ark, and they brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod. 2 The Philistines took God's ark, and brought it into the house of Dagon, and set it by Dagon. 3 When the people of Ashdod arose early on the next day, behold, Dagon had fallen on his face to the ground before the Lord's ark. They took Dagon and set him in his place again. 4 When they arose early on the following morning, behold, Dagon had fallen on his face to the ground before the Lord's ark. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off on the threshold. Only Dagon's torso was intact. 5 Therefore neither the priests of Dagon nor any who come into Dagon's house step on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod to this day. 6 But the Lord's hand was heavy on the people of Ashdod, and he destroyed them and struck them with tumors, even Ashdod and its borders. 7 When the men of Ashdod saw that it was so, they said, The ark of the God of Israel shall not stay with us, for his hand is severe on us and on Dagon our God. 8 They sent therefore and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines, and said, What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel? They answered, Let the ark of the God of Israel be carried over to Gath. They carried the ark of the God of Israel there. 9 It was so, that after they had carried it there, the Lord's hand was against the city with a very great confusion. And he struck the men of the city, both small and great, so that tumors broke out on them. 10 So they sent God's ark to Ekron. As God's ark came to Ekron, the Ekronites cried out, saying, They have brought the ark of the God of Israel here to us, to kill us and our people. 11 They sent therefore and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines. And they said, Send the ark of the God of Israel away, and let it go again to its own place, that it not kill us and our people. For there was a deadly panic throughout all the city. The hand of God was very heavy there. 12 The men who didn't die were struck with the tumors, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. The first book of Samuel, chapter 6:1. The Lord's ark was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. 2 The Philistines called for the priests and the diviners, saying, What shall we do with the Lord's ark? Show us how we should send it to its place. 3 They said, If you send away the ark of the God of Israel, don't send it empty, but by all means return a trespass offering to him. Then you will be healed, and it will be known to you why his hand is not removed from you. 4 Then they said, What should the trespass offering be, which we shall return to him? They said, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden mice, for the number of the lords of the Philistines. For 1 plague was on you all, and on your lords. 5 Therefore you shall make images of your tumors, and images of your mice that mar the land. And you shall give glory to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will release his hand from you, from your gods, and from your land. 6 Why then do you harden your hearts, as the Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts? When he had worked wonderfully among them, didn't they let the people go, and they departed? 7 Now therefore take and prepare yourselves a new cart, and 2 milk cows on which there has come no yoke. And tie the cows to the cart, and bring their calves home from them. 8 And take the Lord's ark, and lay it on the cart. Put the jewels of gold, which you return him for a trespass offering, in a box by its side, and send it away that it may go. 9 Behold, if it goes up by the way of its own border to Beth Shemesh, then he has done us this great evil. But if not, then we shall know that it is not his hand that struck us. It was a chance that happened to us. 10 The men did so, and took 2 milk cows and tied them to the cart, and shut up their calves at home. 11 They put the Lord's ark on the cart, and the box with the golden mice, and the images of their tumors. 12 the cows took the straight way by the way to Beth Shemesh. They went along the highway, lowing as they went, and didn't turn away to the right hand or to the left. And the lords of the Philistines went after them to the border of Beth Shemesh. 13 The people of Beth Shemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and saw the ark, and rejoiced to see it. 14 The cart came into the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh, and stood there, where there was a great stone. Then they split the wood of the cart, and offered up the cows for a burnt offering to the Lord. 15 The Levites took down the Lord's ark, and the box that was with it, in which the jewels of gold were, and put them on the great stone. And the men of Beth Shemesh offered burnt offerings and sacrificed sacrifices the same day to the Lord. 16 When the 5 lords of the Philistines had seen it, they returned to Ekron the same day. 17 These are the golden tumors which the Philistines returned for a trespass offering to the Lord. For Ashdod 1, for Gaza 1, for Ashkelon 1, for Gath 1, for Ekron 1. 18 And the golden mice, according to the number of all the cities of the Philistines belonging to the 5 lords, both of fortified cities and of country villages, even to the great stone on which they set down the Lord's ark. That stone remains to this day in the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh. 19 He struck of the men of Beth Shemesh, because they had looked into the Lord's ark. He struck 50,070 of the men. Then the people mourned, because the Lord had struck the people with a great slaughter. 20 The men of Beth Shemesh said, Who is able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? To whom shall he go up from us? 21 They sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, The Philistines have brought back the Lord's ark. Come down and bring it up to yourselves. Thank you so much for joining me watching and learning about the first book of Samuel, chapter 5, verses 1 to 12 and chapter 6, verses 1 to 21. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more great up and coming pet facts, Bible study, music, and bedtime stories. Good night and sweet dreams until next time.